Hello everyone, welcome to my biology classes. This will be the part 4 of chapter 2, that is biological classification. So we were doing the kingdoms. So we already did kingdom Monera, Protista and kingdom Fungi. Okay, so in this video we are going to see kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. So in this chapter, the portion for kingdom Plantae and Animalia is very little because we will be doing in details in the next subsequent chapter, that is chapter 3, the plant kingdom, and chapter 4, the animal kingdom. Alright, so we'll just go in a small brief but we'll do in details in the next subsequent chapter. Okay, so few concept we'll see. So let's start with kingdom Plantae first. Okay, we'll see some characteristics of kingdom Plantae. Okay, so we know that plants are autotrophic, means they make their own food with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay, that's why they are autotrophic. Okay, then chlorophyll containing, they have a green color pigment called chlorophyll. They have chlorophyll. And they are eukaryotic organism, means they are having well defined nucleus with membrane bound cell organelles. Understood the first point? Coming to the next point, the second point, characterized by the presence of rigid cell wall. They are having rigid cell wall which is absent in your animal cell. Alright, so they are having rigid cell wall which is made up of what? Cellulose. Alright, it is made up of cellulose. So moving to the next point, some plants are particularly heterotrophic. Some plants are heterotrophic, not autotrophic, means they depend on other for their food. For example, such plants are called insectivorous plant like Venus flytrap, bladderwort. Okay, they are insectivorous plant. And pitcher plant is also there and many more. Okay. Then the next is some plants can be parasitic also, that harms other plants. They take the nutrition of the other plant, like Cuscuta. It's not visible, it's Cuscuta. Alright, they are parasitic plants, not autotrophic plants. Getting my point? Moving on to the next slide, we'll see some pictures. So this is the diagram of a plant cell where you can see a larger vacuole, but in case of animal cell they are having smaller vacuole. Okay, then the nucleus is present near the periphery towards the sides because the vacuole is taking up the space. They are having chloroplast, the green color pigment which gives them green color. They are having cell wall. Okay, they are having outer cell wall, then they are having cell membrane also. They are having mitochondria also for the energy. Alright, they have cytoplasm. This is the diagram of a plant cell which you have to know. Moving on to the next slide. So these are some picture of insectivorous plant. This is liverwort or bladderwort, sorry. This is bladderwort, insectivorous plant. This is pitcher plant, which is also an insectivorous plant. This is Venus flytrap. So you can see they are trapping the insect. Getting my point? These are some pictures of insectivorous plant. Moving on to the next slide. This is Cuscuta, parasitic plant. Means wherever you can see this Cuscuta, this vein-like structure, yellow color structure, they used to take the nutrition from the plant. The plant you can see below, and this plant will be dead after a few days if you see the Cuscuta covering up all the areas. Getting my point? So moving on to the next slide. So they are having different classes. Kingdom Plantae are divided into different groups. The first one is algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms. Okay, detail we will study in the chapter 3, the plant kingdom. Details, we'll go in details about each of them. Okay, now only just you have to know what are the five types of plant, okay, under kingdom Plantae. So we'll see some pictures of these so that you get to know. First is, this is algae. Okay, this is algae. Next is bryophytes. Okay, I skipped it. Next is bryophytes. First is algae, the second one is bryophytes, third is pteridophytes. Getting my point? The fourth is gymnosperms, and the fifth one, last one, is flowering plants, that is angiosperms. Is it clear to you all? Okay, moving on to the next slide. We did kingdom Plantae. Details we'll study in chapter 3. Okay, the next comes the kingdom Animalia. So here also we will see the gist of it, because there is one whole chapter on kingdom Animalia, that is chapter number 4 at the animal kingdom. Okay, so let us see some easy characteristics about kingdom Animalia. That is, they are heterotrophic, means they depends on other for their food. Okay, they are not autotrophic. Okay, they are eukaryotic, means they are having well defined nucleus with membrane bound cell organelles. They are multicellular organisms, included in kingdom Animalia. Multicellular means many celled. They do not have cell wall, which is, the cell wall is present where? In the plant. Okay, so let us see the animal cell. So this is an animal cell, centrally placed nucleus. You can see endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. You can see cell membrane but do not have cell wall. Just remember, vacuoles are smaller, and many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 vacuoles in this diagram. They are having lysosomes, which are also known as suicidal bag. They are having mitochondria for the energy in the form of ATP. They are having centrosomes. Okay, nuclear membrane is also present. Ribosome is there. Golgi apparature is there. Cytoplasm is there. Understanding? So this is the picture of a animal cell. Just remember, they do not have chloroplast. Okay, they do not have cell wall. These two are present in plant cell. So moving on to the next point. So this is a homework for you. What are the properties of kingdom Animalia? You just have a note of it. Okay, this is the end of this kingdoms. Details we'll study in, as I have already told you, in chapter 4. So a small part is left. In the next part of the of this chapter, I'll upload one video where I will be talking about virus, viroids, prions, and lichens. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your patient hearing.